Indonesia to begin monthly rice exports to Malaysia, a timely but incomplete fix to food security woes. In a much-anticipated development, the Indonesian government has confirmed that it will begin exporting 2,000 tons of rice monthly to Malaysia. The move follows diplomatic and trade discussions between both countries, aimed at stabilizing Malaysia's food supply amidst concerns over climate disruptions, supply chain bottlenecks, and local production shortfalls. According to Indonesia's Agriculture Ministry, deliveries are expected to commence in July 2025, with contracts structured for regular monthly fulfillment. The rice will be sourced primarily from East Java and South Sulawesi, regions currently experiencing surplus yields despite El Niño-induced climate volatility elsewhere in Southeast Asia. What this means for Malaysia. For Malaysia, where rice is not just a dietary staple but a cultural cornerstone, the import agreement is both a welcome buffer and a stark reminder of its enduring food dependency. The nation consumes approximately 2.5 million tons of rice annually, while local production hovers at 1.6 to 1.8 million tons, leaving a gap of 700,000 to 900,000 tons that must be met through imports. At just 2,000 tons per month, Indonesia's supply contribution will cover just 24,000 tons annually, barely 3.4% of the national shortfall. While helpful in reducing the immediate pressure on stockpiles and buffering against price spikes, it remains a modest patch, not a systemic fix. Moreover, recent reports from the Malaysian Agriculture and Food Security Ministry affirm that local rice reserves remain adequate for now, but officials are on high alert. Domestic price ceilings imposed to protect low-income consumers have strained import margins for private wholesalers, leading to sporadic supply disruptions in some states. Is it enough? In blunt terms, no. The Indonesian rice supply is a diplomatic success, but insufficient in both volume and sustainability. It offers a cushion, not a solution. Malaysia's rice import dependency remains a strategic vulnerability, especially in a region where climate events, export bans, and geopolitical tension can quickly upend supply chains. To put it in perspective, Thailand and Vietnam, Malaysia's two largest rice suppliers, have each enacted temporary export controls in the past 2 years to prioritize domestic consumption. Should a similar move be taken again, Malaysia would be dangerously exposed. What more needs to be done? 1. Diversify sources. Beyond Indonesia, Malaysia must cultivate import partnerships with less volatile markets. African and Latin American suppliers, though logistically costlier, offer alternative routes if Southeast Asian supply chains falter. 2. Increase domestic yields. Despite vast tracts of arable land, Malaysia's average rice yields lag behind those of Vietnam and China. Investments in agrotechnology, flood-resistant strains, and precision farming could close the productivity gap. 3. Revive idle paddy land. Thousands of hectares of potential paddy land remain fallow due to urban sprawl and land misclassification. Incentives and streamlined bureaucracy could help reactivate these areas. 4. Strategic rice reserves. Malaysia's national rice stockpile must be expanded from the current 150,000 tons to at least 300,000 tons, allowing the nation to absorb longer shocks and protect price stability. 5. Public-private coordination. The government must bridge its policies with commercial realities. The current price ceiling is noble in intent, but risks discouraging private importers if not accompanied by adequate subsidies or buffer stock programs. Final word. The Indonesian rice deal is a step in the right direction, but it must not breed complacency. Malaysia's food security cannot rest on goodwill, regional stability, or short-term contracts. What it needs is a resilient, diversified, and scalable rice strategy, one that acknowledges the unpredictable terrain of 21st century geopolitics and climate change. A sovereign nation should never be one disrupted meal away from crisis. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly, clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again, its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.